Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. This is the Franchise Stars Baseball League Game of the Week. For September 4th, we have reached the final month of the season, and today's game features the best pennant race in baseball, the Montreal Expos. Surprising to say the least. We knew they had pitching, but their offense has been able to keep them in the hunt throughout this season. Came into this weekend tied for first with the New York Mets, who started off the season terribly, frankly. Their bullpen was horrible. They righted the ship. They have been atop now for much of the last month, but they went into this weekend. The teams were deadlocked atop the division. The Expos on Friday night got to Tom Seaver, and check out this box score. Montreal scores 2 runs in the top of the ninth. The Mets get 4 in the bottom of the ninth to force extras. Top of the 11th, Expos score again. Bottom of the 11th, Mets answer. We keep going until the Expos win in the 16th. Tom Seaver in this game allowed 6 runs in 3 innings. Montreal gets to the New York Ace to take Game 1 of the series. Game 2 on Saturday. Once again, the Mets allow 4 in the top of the 8th. They score 4 in the bottom of the 8th inning to take the lead. Reclaim the lead only to allow 3 in the top of the 9th. Montreal, a come from behind win 9-8. They take down Seaver and Cone. The Mets top 2. They now hold a 2-game lead in the division. This is the final game of the series. Mets trying to get back within a game. The Expos feeling it at the moment. I apologize. I have a bit of a sinus infection, so I'm hoping that this broadcast is at a listenable level. But I didn't want to just go simming through this as we're down in the pennant race. Rain at Shea. There you see our lineups. We'll get into them more in a little bit as we get ourselves underway. Lucas Duda has been injured, back in the lineup from the Mets, and he has been terrific since he came back. It is a rainy day here at Shea. Expos 2 games up in the division. The Mets will ask Jerry Koosman to help them stop the slide. They've dropped their last 3. They dropped the finale of their series against the Dodgers. The Philadelphia Phillies have just been hanging around, and they're now within 2 games as well. The Braves still within 4.5. The Braves led this division for much of the first half of the season. We've got Francisco Lindor in an Expos jersey for some reason. More stellar testing by the Sony crew. So here's Jerry Koosman, 14-7, 3.02. He has been excellent this season, a 1.26 whip. This will be his 28th start of the season. Javier Vasquez on the mound for the Expos. We'll get to him in a bit. Here's Jose Vidro to lead things off for Montreal. 289, 9 homers, 37 RBIs for the second baseman. Switch hitter. Koosman delivers. We're underway. First pitch swinging, and Vidro lines a shot into center for a base hit. So the Expos not waiting. Jump right on Koosman here. First pitch swinging. Expos would be a great story if they're able to pull this off. Here's Spike Owen. Owen batting .275. He's first pitch swinging as well. Loops this one out to left. Coming on, has to be played on the hop. Falls in. So it's a bloop single to left. And the Expos, 2 pitches in, have 2 men on. Dunker out there in left. Got to see what's up, because that's not Bernard Gilkey out there in left field. Here's Bryce Harper. Harper MVP candidate. 317, 40 homers, 107 RBIs for Harper. Takes the first pitch up high. That's Lenny Dykstra out in the left field. Ground ball to short. Lindor to Alfonso. On the first, 6-4-3 double play. Runner moves over to third, but Koosman desperately needed that. So now, trying to make sure this doesn't go to waste, here's the Hawk Andre Dawson. 267, 32 homers, 84 runs batted in. Those 32 homers, 10th in the National League. A much-needed double play ball there from Koosman against Harper. First pitch, change up, misses down low. That one misses the mark. 2-0 the count. Dawson trying to wipe the bat dry. They are desperate to get this game in. They don't want to be thrown off the schedule in September if they don't need to. Line shot to right. Dawson comes through. That's an RBI single. And the Expos take the lead 1-0. I mistakenly said Alfonso was at second base. Jeff McNeil was at second base for the Mets today. So after Harper hits into the double play, Andre Dawson comes through, lines the base hit into right to get the run home, and the Expos take the 1-0 lead here 4 batters in. Here's Ryan Zimmerman. Breaking ball misses up high. Zimmerman 271, 21 homers, 66 runs batted in. Another curveball from Koosman misses inside. There's a shot, fly ball to the left, carry it. Going back, Beltran chases it into the gap at the wall, and Carlos Beltran runs it down. But the Expos get 2 hits on the first 2 pitches of the game. Andre Dawson drives in the run. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Expos 1, Mets coming up. So on the mound for the Expos, Javier Vasquez, his 27th start of the year. 11-10, 3.98 earned run average. Vasquez throws an assortment of pitches. Lots of breaking stuff, good fastball as well. Here's Jose Reyes, 287 on the year, 16 home runs for him. Reyes, of course. A huge stolen base threat if he can get on. First pitch ball there from Vasquez. That one hit well by Reyes. Deep out in the right. Harper going back. At the wall. Looking up, and it's out of here. So Jose Reyes ties it up, leading off the bottom of the first. Turns that one around from Vasquez, and the Mets answer quickly, tying this game at 1-1. Hanging curveball on a tee, and Reyes doesn't miss it. Out into the bullpen and right. Looks like it actually hit off the facade next to the bullpen. Bounce back into play. So here's the left field and Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra 283. Dykstra's been the 4th outfielder, but gets the start against the right-hander today. Line shot to left. That's a base hit for Dykstra. So both teams coming out swinging aggressively in the opening inning. Here's Carlos Beltran. Throw over to first. Gets away. Dykstra decides not to try to advance, though. Vasquez change up in there for a called strike. Beltran, 317, 32 homers, 94 runs batted in. He has been outstanding for the Mets this year. Fringe MVP candidate. He'll get some votes. Down the ballot a bit. Fastball misses up high. At this point, I think you would say the likely most valuable player in the National League probably comes down to Johnny Mize of the Cardinals and possibly Bryce Harper of these Expos. Willie Mays will get consideration as well. Another throw over to first. Johnson puts a casual tag on Dykstra. Pitch from Vasquez. Fastball misses up high. Vasquez delivers. Down the middle, Beltran slashes it the other way. That's a base hit. Dykstra holds up at second, but 3 batters in, the Mets have 3 hits. Now we'll see if Vasquez can get a pitch to minimize the damage as Koosman was able to on the double play ball to Bryce Harper. Terrific hitting there by Beltran. That'll bring up Darryl Strawberry. First pitch swing. Strawberry fouls it the other way. Vasquez scuffling a bit early. Change up away, his best pitch of the game so far. Gets Strawberry fishing, and he's ahead of him 0-2. Delivery from Vasquez up high. Strawberry gets a piece of it to foul it back. Pitch here from Vasquez. Throws him. I don't know what Strawberry was looking for there, but the two-seam fastball in there for the strikeout. Vasquez is first. Strawberry is turned away for the first out. There's one down. So here's the third baseman, Howard Johnson. Johnson's missed a bunch of time with injury this year. A subpar season for him, to say the least. Dunks this one out into left, though. It's going to fall in for a base hit. Runner comes around. Here comes the throw home. Not in time. Dykstra scores. It's an RBI bloop single for Howard Johnson, and the Mets have taken a 2-1 lead. So Johnson batting only .217. Comes through here. So that'll bring up Jeff McNeil. One out, first and second. McNeil batting .291. Home run, 19 RBIs. McNeil has been a reserve for much of this year. Vasquez breaking ball. McNeil lines it the other way, foul. Mets going the other way a lot, their lefties here. Here's the pitch. Breaks the bat. Tapper out towards Zimmerman. Charges. Barehand throws. Got him. Apologize. I think I said he barehanded that. I actually think he gloved it. Nice play by Zimmerman coming in on that ball. Gets McNeil. The runners move up. There you see the rest of the Mets lineup. Duda, Lindor, and Hundley will round out at the bottom half of this Mets lineup. So here's Lucas Duda. Second and third, 2 down. Duda has power, which we knew. He draws walks, which we knew, but he's hit for a much better average than the Mets were expecting. .294, 25 homers, 58 RBIs for the big country-strong first baseman. High, Duda chases it, pops it up. Owen calling everybody off. Puts it away, and the side is retired. But the Mets answer the Expos run with two of their own. We'll head to the top of second here in Shea. Mets 2, Expos 1, the dogfight for the National League East. So here's Moises Alou, 295, 8 homers, 29 runs batted in for him. Koosman, fastball, misses up high. Changeup, down and in, falls behind 2-0. The Mets do still hold the second wild card spot. They're tied for that spot, I should say, with the Phillies. Fastball. Alou fouls it back. Koosman delivers fastball. Swung on and missed. Count goes to 2-2. That one, weakly hit. Soft popper over to McNeil. Puts it away for out number 1. McNeil wearing number 8 instead of his usual number 6. Which is taken by the glider Ed Charles. Here's Rondell White, 283, 7 homers, 26 runs batted in. First pitch on the corner. Fastball, high and away, catches at both edges of the zone. 4-0-2 count. Tries to go to that same spot again. That one misses. Curveball. White looks at it as it goes past. Koosman picks up his first strikeout. 2 down here in the second. Koosman with the breaking ball to fan Rondell White. White not loving that call, but he'll go grab a seat. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Ramos fouls off the fastball. Ramos 284, 13 homers, 49 runs batted in. Change up down in the dirt. Ramos goes chasing. So Koosman ahead of Ramos 0-2. There's the pitch. Fastball misses away. Koosman into the windup and the delivery. Change up. Low one away. Misses. Count goes to 2-2. Another breaking ball saws him off. Weak pop up to first. Back inning from Jerry Koosman sets the Expos down in order. We head to the bottom of the second. Mets 2, Expos 1. Here's Francisco Lindor, 254. Change up, misses down low. Here's a pitch, fastball, misses outside. 2-0 the count. Vasquez delivers. Fastball misses up and in. Todd Hundley waits on deck. Vasquez delivers, swung on a miss. Fastball down the middle. Lindor ripping 3-0. Now chases the changeup down low, so the count goes full. Vasquez battling back here against Lindor. That one pulled foul down the first base line. Again, I apologize. My voice is not in peak form. I'm battling a sinus infection here. But I did not want to just go simming games. I didn't want to wait to do these as Lindor pops it up. Nick Johnson underneath it puts it away.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
I can kind of measure my broadcasting a little bit here. Get some breaks with baseball. I won't be doing a hockey broadcast for the next few days, though, until this is all cleared up. 22 homers, 57 RBIs for Todd Hundley. Dribbles this one foul down the first base line. Change up, misses away. Hundley gets a feel for the batter's box, rubs some dirt on the gloves, wipes down the bat. Here in the rain. Amazing, the little touches like that this game gets where guys try to dry the bat in a rainy game and stuff like that. And then you have stuff like that between innings graphic where they show a guy in the wrong uniform. It's like, how do you get so many of the little things right and then just miss some glaring things that anybody who plays the game should have noticed? But I digress. Fastball misses away, 2-1 to count. Here's a pitch. Hundley laces this one to left. Rondell White comes on, makes the play. Sinking liner. Nice play there by White. There's 2 down. So the order rolls over. Here's Jose Reyes. Reyes homered in the first. As an immediate answer to the Expos who scored in the top of the first. Fastball was in there. Called strike 1. Pitch for Vasquez, pulled into right, and it's another base hit for Reyes. So a 2-out single for Reyes. Always a threat to run. I believe at this point he's second in the league in steals. Lonnie Smith of the Braves actually leading the National League in steals. So here's Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra singled his first time up. Runner goes on the pitch out, throw down to second. Even with the pitch out, not in time. Reyes has the stolen base. So fast to get down there. That's not a bad throw by Ramos, but no chance to get him. So Reyes gets into scoring position. 2 out here in the bottom of the second. Fastball up high. Dykstra pulls it down the right field line. That'll find the seats. Here's the pitch from Vasquez. Change up, tapped out to second. Charging, bare hand play by Vidro, nicely done. Gets the speedy Dykstra, and the side is retired. So we head to the top of the third. Here at Rainy Shea Stadium, Mets lead the Expos 2-1. Here's Nick Johnson stepping in. Johnson batting .274. Fastball misses up high. That one at the knees, called strike. 1-1. Fastball away. Johnson won't chase. That one yanked foul down the right field line by Johnson and out of play. 2-2 as Koosman works here to Johnson. That's a shot out into right. Strawberry going back. Looks like he has a beat on it. No, it's over his head. Nick Johnson gets one past Strawberry out and right. It looked like Darrow had that track down. Had a little more juice on it than he thought. And that's misplayed a little bit out there by Strawberry, I think. Nick Johnson on with a leadoff double. So order rolls over. Here's Jose Vidro. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Fastball 0-1. Strawberry visibly disgusted with himself. Out there and right. Now Koosman up against it a little bit. Vidro lines this shot on the right. That's a base hit. Strawberry comes up throwing. Johnson not fleet of foot. He will hold up at third.
Now batting, number 7.
So the Expos have nobody out and runners on the corners. That'll bring up Spike Owen. Owen singled his first time up. First pitch, change up in there for a called strike. It is not a given that Johnson will score if the ball is put on the ground here. Or a shallow fly ball. Again, he does not run well. Slider. Owen flails at that. And you see the stat. Spike Owen has grounded into 12 double plays this season. Fastball down and in. Owen gets a piece, fouls it off. Oh-2 pitch from Koosman. Breaking ball. Owen swings and misses. Koosman gets him. Chasing the low breaking ball. Second strikeout for Koosman. And that's a big one. So now up comes Bryce Harper. First and second in the first. 2 pitches, 2 batters in. Expos had first and second, and Harper, as we mentioned, an MVP candidate, grounded into a double play. Expos didn't get a run, but it looked like that inning could certainly get far worse. We'll see how Koosman works to Harper here. Andre Dawson waits on deck. Fastball, misses up high. Hundley can't handle it. Runner goes down to second and advances. Heady base running there by Vidro. That ball did not get far from Hundley. That's a pass ball on Todd Hundley. Takes away the double play. Does leave first base open. So now we'll see how they approach it. Fastball swung on and missed. So apparently Koosman's going to attack Harper here, not looking to load the bases here in the third. Fastball swung on and missed. So Koosman is battled back against Harper, 1-2 the count. Koosman delivers. Slider down low and away. Harper won't chase. Koosman gets set. Can feel the tension here at Shea. Koosman delivers. Pulls the string on it. Harper out in front of it. Swings and misses. Koosman fans him. Third strikeout of the game, and that's a big one. Way out in front. Great pitch by Koosman, and now it's up to Andre Dawson to try to pick up Harper again. First pitch, fastball, in there at the knees. Breaking ball. Dawson swings out in front of it. So Koosman now ahead of Dawson, 1 strike away from getting out of this jam. Misses low and away. Dawson thought about chasing it, but was able to hold himself back. 1-2 pitch from Koosman. Just below the knees. Fastball there. Dawson looks at it. Counts 2-2. Here's the pitch. Pulls the string again. Dawson swings and misses. And Jerry Koosman gets out of the jam. 2 men in scoring position. Koosman strikes out the side. We head to the bottom of the third. Mets still lead the Expos 2-1. Masterful job there by Jerry Koosman. Vasquez gets ahead of Beltran 0-1 here. That one fouled off. 0-2 the count. Fastball up high. Beltran won't chase. One-two pitch from Javier Vasquez. Slider doesn't slide. Misses away. Count goes to 2-2. Pitch. Beltran slashes another one the other way. He went the other way his first time up. Count stays 2-2. Beltran up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. So Carlos Beltran singles into center to lead things off for the Mets here in the bottom of the third. In will step Darryl Strawberry. So Strawberry's misplay in the field in the top half of the inning ends up not burning the Mets. He misjudged that Nick Johnson fly ball. He can breathe a little easier now. Struck out his first time up, takes the first pitch for a strike here in the third. Nobody out, Beltran on first, 2-1 Mets. Runner goes. Ramos' throw. A little bit high, and Beltran is in there with the stolen base. Mets do have a bit of team speed. Jose Reyes, obviously, but Beltran, Dykstra when he plays. Strawberry can steal a base here and there. Howard Johnson. Well, Johnson, frankly, just hasn't gotten on base enough this year to use that speed. So Vasquez ahead of Strawberry 0-2 here. Fastball up high. Strawberry swings and misses, and down he goes. So Vasquez blows Strawberry away for his second strikeout of the game.
The third baseman, Howard Johnson.
That'll bring up Howard Johnson. Hojo an RBI bloop single his first time up. Fastball. Misses. Up and away. 1-0. Vasquez from the set. Delivers. Misses away. 2-0. Beltran 16 stolen bases on the year. That one yanked by Johnson, foul. The 2-1 offering coming here from Javier Vasquez. Johnson waits on it. Gets out in front of it, though. Pulls it, and the count goes to 2-2. Pitch from Vasquez. Fastball swung on and missed. Down goes Johnson. So after the Beltran hit, Vasquez has struck out Strawberry and Hojo. 2 down, runner in scoring position. That'll bring up Jeff McNeil. McNeil 0 for 1. Fastball misses up high. Vasquez gets the sign from Ramos. Checks Beltran back at second. Here's the pitch. McNeil, fly ball, shallow right field. Harper coming on. He'll get there. Puts it away, and the side is retired. So Beltran gets stranded on second. We are a third of the way through here from rainy Shea Stadium. Mets lead the Expos 2-1.
Leading off for Montreal,
You see in the leaderboards, Billy Hamilton of the Phillies has overtaken Zach Wheat in the batting race. He's finally caught him. Hamilton at 380, Wheat at 375. Ryan Zimmerman, 0 for 1, leads things off here in the fourth for the Expos. You see your National League home run leaders, Johnny Mize of the Cardinals with 41, Bryce Harper of these Expos with 40. Nate Colbert of the Padres has 39 homers. Colbert's been outstanding. Kind of an island unto himself out there in San Diego. Willie McCovey with 38, Larry Walker of the Rockies with 37. Harper leads the league in RBIs with 107, Willie Mays with 101, Nate Colbert with 100. Larry Walker also has 100. Matt Holliday is up to 98 for the Rockies, who scored runs. They just can't pitch. Which was kind of to be expected coming into the year. 2-1 count here as Koosman works to Zimmerman. Fouls it off. Count goes to 2-2. Fastball pulled foul. Dribbler down outside third base. And the count will hold. In wins, National League wins leaders Dick Rudolph, David Cohen, Joe McGinnity, all with 15. Clayton Kershaw of the Dodgers and Tim Keefe of the Giants with 14. It seems unlikely we will have a 20-game winner in the National League. There's a ground ball back to the box. Koosman throws over to first. There's one away. Robin Roberts has taken over the ERA lead in the National League of the Phillies. Tom Seaver in second of these Mets. Clayton Kershaw in third. Randy Johnson in fourth. Ted Breitenstein of the Cardinals in fifth. Those four pitchers, 2 through 5, within points of each other. Here's Moises Alou, 0 for 1. Count goes to 1-1 on him. Curveball misses away. Change up. Alou goes fishing. Gets a piece of it, dribbles it foul. 2-2 pitch from Koosman. Alou yanks it down the left field line and foul. That pitch sinks low liner. McNeil picks it before it hits the dirt, and they're 2 down. Elsewhere in the league, Red Sox tied at 2 with the Rangers. Yankees leading the Rays 7-2. In the fourth, Aaron Judge, his 31st home run of the year. Red Sox lead the Yankees by 3.5 in the American League East. Royals up 2-0 on the Tigers in the fourth. Ryan McRae has a home run there. Mariners and Indians tied at 2, also in the fourth. Larry Doby with an RBI for the Indians, who have taken off and now have a double-digit lead in that AL Central. Twins and White Sox both in the wild card hunt. Johan Santana, Wilbur Wood, the pitching matchup there. Braves lead the Marlins 3-0 in the fourth. Ronald Acuna has an RBI to continue his terrific season. Cubs up 1-0 on the Cardinals in the first. Bill Lang, his 22nd home run for the Cubbies. Pirates up 2-0 on the Blue Jays. Pirates trying to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. Jake Stenzel with an RBI there. Called strike there, and Rondell White didn't like what rung him up on his first at-bat. He likes that one even less. That pitch looked up and away. But Koosman fans him. We head to the bottom of the fourth. 2-1 Mets. Lucas Duda to lead things off. He popped up his first time up. Rockies and Reds tied at 3 in the fourth. Todd Helton, his 24th home run of the season for Colorado as we wrap up the out-of-town scoreboard. First pitch swinging, Duda fouls it off. Miserable day here at Shea. Lots of fans up under the awnings in the decks. They're going to let them play through it. If I'm remembering right, older versions of the show used to have rain delays, but I haven't seen that in this edition, and I don't remember it being in 21 either. This is 22. I do not have 23. Due to ground ball down to first, slow roller, Johnson takes it himself. Battle of the slow guys. Johnson wins the race, and there's one down. Here's Francisco Lindor. Lindor popped out his first time up. Lindor 6 for 14 in the series, a home run, 6 runs batted in. Fastball misses low and away. That fastball in there for a called strike. 1-1 the count as Vasquez works to Lindor. Breaking ball misses inside. So again, around the FSBL, 4 of your 6 races are pretty much decided for the division. The only ones up in the air are the 2 Eastern divisions. Red Sox lead the Yankees by 3.5. Expos in first in the National League East, 2 games ahead of these Mets and the Phillies. Braves 4 games out. Lindor, horrible swing there at the slider, ties him up in knots. It's 2-2. Whoever loses that Yankees-Red Sox duel will still get the first wild card position in the American League. So your real focus coming down the stretch, other than that division, is going to be the wild card race in the American League. Lindor loops this one out in the center, carries though. Dawson gets underneath it, and there's 2 down. Orioles, Twins, White Sox, Royals, all in the hunt for that second wild card position. You can see there, the graphic at the bottom, the Oakland A's have already clinched the American League West as Todd Hundley steps in here. A's lead that division by more than 20 games. They have run away and hid. See there, the A's tied with the Orioles. Now with September call-ups, we'll see how the A's handle that. Round ball to short. Spike Owen ranges to his left. Throws over, and he pulls Johnson off the bag. Owen played that one a little bit nonchalantly, knowing Hundley does not run well. And Owen, obviously possibly a product of the wet ball, but pulls Johnson off the bag. So Hundley is on the error. 2 down, runner on first. Here's Jose Reyes. 2 for 2, homered his first time up, singled his last time up. Fastball misses up high. And I apologize for my voice not being in the best of shape. I'm fighting a sinus infection here. But I do not want to go and wait to do these games. I don't want to sim them and not have them broadcast. So we're trying to muddle through it. As always, I appreciate you tuning in to anything done here on the Legend Sports Universe. Fastball in there for a called strike, 2-1. Exciting time here in the LSU. We are in the finals of the Legend Sports Universe Basketball Association. We are also in the playoffs of the Legend Sports Universe Hockey League. Legend Sports Universe Football League is also underway. Week 5 will be the next game on that ledger. Fly ball out to left, Rondell White. There puts it away easily, and the side is retired. So the Mets go down. We head to the top of the 5th. Rain coming down a little bit heavier. Mets still lead the Expos 2-1. In steps Wilson Ramos. Ramos 0 for 1, popped out. And you see that American League wildcard race. The Orioles have the 2nd spot. The Royals are a game back. Twins a game and a half back. White Sox 2 games back. So expect that we will see a couple of those teams in these final 5 broadcasts of the regular season. 1-1 here as Koosman works to Ramos. Fastball hit well down the left field line. It's hooking though, foul. And nothing but a long, loud strike. See, the Cardinals opened up 14.5 in the NL Central, so they pretty much sewn that one up. The Cardinals and the Giants, 2 locked-in division winners. Dodgers will be the first wild card. Ground ball down to third, backhanded by Johnson. Throw from behind the bag. Ramos, not exactly busting it down the line. Not that it matters, because he's not the slowest man in baseball. Thrown out by Johnson. There's one away. So as Johnson makes the last out, here's Nick Johnson. Johnson doubled back in the third on a ball horribly misplayed by Darryl Strawberry. You can see the wild card race. Phillies and Mets tied for that second spot. Braves 2.5 games back. Pirates 4 games back. Pirates were in our last broadcast against the Phillies. Phillies taking care of them at Shibe Park. Pitch here from Koosman. Johnson lines it the other way for a base hit. So Nick Johnson serves that one out into left. Dykstra gets it in, but Johnson is 2 for 2 with a 1-out single here to try to get something going for the Expos in the top of the 5th. Here's Jose Vidro, leadoff man. Vidro 2 for 2. One 0 the count to Vidro. Fastball up high. Vidro chases, fouls it off. Koosman comes inside. Vidro takes it. 2-1. That one fouled back. So Koosman bows back here against Vidro. 2-2 the count. Breaking the ball inside, jams him, looped out in the right. Strawberry coming on. He won't get there. It falls in for a base hit. Good read there by Nick Johnson that ball was going to get down. That's a tough play for a very slow runner. Don't go far enough, you can get thrown out at second there. Go too far and it gets caught, you can get doubled off first. So here's Spike Owen, 1 for 2. Ground ball in the hole. That's a base hit for Owen. We'll see if they waive Johnson. They will not. Dykstra gets the throw in. Hundley comes out pretty far to cut that off before the hop, not wanting to see it skid on the wet infield grass. Who knows where the ball would go from there. It's a heady play there by Hundley. But now the bases are loaded for the Expos. And Bryce Harper once again comes up in a big spot. Koosman has gotten him twice so far. Tempting the face to continue to face Harper with runners in scoring position. Gets ahead of him 0-1 here. 1 out, bases loaded for the Expos here in the top of the 5th. Mets lead it 2-1. Expos lead the Mets by 2 games in the division. This is September 4th of the first year of the FSBL. Pitch in the dirt, nicely blocked by Hundley. Count 2-1. There's the pitch. Fastball. Oh, that looked high and outside. Koosman paints the corner. That one misses low and inside. So full count. Bases loaded. No room at the end as Koosman works to Harper. Dawson waits on deck. Huge pitch in this ball game from Jerry Koosman. Harper, fly ball, shallow center. Beltran comes on, he has a good arm. Nick Johnson is not going to test it. So Koosman dances around Harper once more. Harper has left a small village on base in this game, and now it's up to Andre Dawson. Dawson picked up Harper in the first after Harper grounded into a double play to drive in the lone base runner who was left for the Expos' lone run. Then with second and third and nobody out, back in the third, Koosman struck out Owen, Harper, and Dawson in succession. High changeup fouled off. Koosman is ahead of Dawson 0-2. Pitch from Koosman. Dawson fouls it off. Down the left field line, but hooked well foul. Long inning here for Koosman as he approaches 90 pitches. Fastball misses down low. 1-2 the count. Waste pitch. Dawson does not chase. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Dawson gets a piece of that one. Count stays 1-2. Koosman gets the sign from Hundley. Fastball at the knees. Dawson watches it. Thought it was low. Disagrees, and Jerry Koosman clutch pitching yet again in this one. Koosman not normally demonstrative, but he's barking as he comes off the mound as he has battled through. He has allowed 8 hits through 5, but the Expos only have 1 run. We're midway through here at Shea. Mets lead it 2-1. So Jerry Koosman walks the tightrope again. Here's Lenny Dykstra to face Javier Vasquez starting off the bottom of the 5th. Fouls off 2. He's now in the 0-2 hole. Line shot down the right field line. That's going to be extra bases. Going into the corner, Harper plays it off the wall. Dykstra heading to second. He does not think about third. Lenny Dykstra leads off the bottom of the 5th with a double, his 13th double of the season. And the Mets have the leadoff man in scoring position here in the 5th. So here's Carlos Beltran. Beltran 2 for 2. Fastball up high, foul back. Vasquez checks Dykstra at second. Here's the delivery. Way inside. 1-1. Dykstra 16 steals and part-time duty. Curveball from Vasquez down in the dirt. Beltran doesn't offer. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. So count 2-2. Vasquez working to Beltran. Dykstra on second. Mets with a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Beltran fights off another one into the stands. Here's the pitch from Vasquez. Fastball misses up and away. Darryl Strawberry, who was fanned twice, waits on deck. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to center. Dawson coming on. He'll get there. Puts it away. Dykstra holds. Dawson throws a strike to third. Just in case Dykstra had any notion. So here's Strawberry. 2 strikeouts today. 1 for 8 in the series. Fastball. They say Strawberry held up. Strawberry 185 with runners in scoring position this season. Hits this one out to left though. Hits it well. Rondell White going back. tracks it down just shy of the warning track. Dykstra will tag up, go to third. Ball comes home. Good job by Rondell White. That's a tough play on a slicer coming towards him. So here's Howard Johnson. 1 for 2. Blue RBI single his first time up. Vasquez trying to navigate the trouble. Fastball misses away. Howard Johnson, 184 with runners in scoring positions. And the Mets having a couple guys here who have not done terrifically with runners on the ducks on the pond. That's a shot by Johnson. Into right. Harper going back at the track, puts it away, and the side is retired. So Howard Johnson gives it a ride, but Harper tracks it down. We are through 5 here at Shea. Mets still lead the Expos 2-1. Head to the top of the 6th inning. Koosman still on the mound. He's at 90 pitches. He'll face Ryan Zimmerman to lead things off here. Takes called strike. Koosman has made every big pitch he's needed to make in this one. Fastball at the letters. He's ahead of Zimmerman 0-2. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Zimmerman won't chase. Pitch here from Koosman misses up high. And the Mets bullpen has been pretty terrible in this series. We talked about pregame as Zimmerman puts one in the center for a leadoff single. Mets blew 2 games late.
Now back, number 18.
First 2 games this series. This series started with these 2 teams tied for the division lead. Moises Alou, ground ball to second. Lindor to McNeil on to first. 6-4-3. Lead-off runner erase. Second double play hit into by the Expos. And just like that, there are 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Here's Rondell White. White is 0 for 2. He has gone down looking twice on borderline pitches. So he swings first pitch here. Yanks this one, but foul. First game of this series went 16 innings. Second game, Mets led by a couple, but allowed 3 in the top of the 9th. White pops it up. Hundley puts it away. And we're done here in the top of the 6th. Now, there we go. Francisco Lindor. There's the jersey. Error again. Good grief, that annoys me. I know I say it every broadcast, every time it happens. Because it's true every single time. So here's Jeff McNeil. McNeil is 0 for 2. He has flown out and grounded out. Vasquez at 82 pitches as he starts the 6th. Fastball down low. See there, Corbin Burns threw a complete game shutout yesterday for the Brewers. The Brewers have gotten their act together. They had won, I believe it's 6 in a row. They've won 9 of 10. And have gotten themselves to the very fringe of the wild card race. There's not enough time left for them to do it. I think they're 8 or 9 games out in the wild card race. But the Brewers had been awful all season. McNeil taps this one back to the mound. Out in front, Ramos is the one who comes out to get it. Vasquez a little slow getting off the mound. Vasquez a pretty good fielding pitcher. But Ramos is the one who calls him off there, makes the play, and McNeil is retired. The Brewers have pitched better than expected. As Lucas Duda steps in here. 0 for 2 on the day. One of the biggest things that hurt the Brewers, Robin Yount, was miserable in the first half of the season. He has started to right the ship. 2 of the biggest disappointments in the league have been Robin Yount and Al Kaline for the Tigers. Kaline has gotten things going. He's got his average back up around 280. He had been mired down in the 230s for a while now. He's got his average from about around 230 back up to around 260. "90 pitches now for Vasquez." So as the out has gotten things together, so have the Brewers. Duda down the right field line, hooking foul, 1-2 to count. So the Brewers have a decent framework. It's just a matter of if they're able to get enough pitching down the line. I mean, they do have Burns, they have Brandon Woodruff, they have some of their more modern guys. They could really use Teddy Higuera coming into the system at some point. That won't be next year, although the Brewers will get Paul Molitor, who is one of their guys drafted this season, who will be a rookie next year. Duda pops it up on the infield. Everybody converging. Nick Johnson takes charge. Puts it away, and there are 2 down. And if you are new to the Franchise Stars Baseball League, so this is kind of my variation of a all-time league concept. Each franchise has a 100-player pool of players through their history. This initial season has 40 randomly chosen players from that list. So a franchise may not end up with all of their best players to start. The remaining 60 guys are going to enter through rookie drafts down the line. So this is kind of an all-time roster with a career mode, franchise mode setup. So it's designed to have some longevity. The traditional Franchise Stars roster set, what happens is you either leave guys off, or if you make a set that's complete, with 60, 70 guys, a bunch of those guys will never see the light of day. So this is kind of designed to be a bit more of a more detailed walk through history, as anybody who is relevant should get an opportunity in this league at some point. Lindor pulls it down to first. Johnson takes it to first himself, and the side is retired. So we head to the 7th here at Shea. Mets continue to lead the Expos 2-1. Koosman at 98 pitches
Montreal, the catcher,
will start things here in the top of the 7th. He will face Wilson Ramos. Gotta think this is the last inning for Koosman. First pitch swing, Ramos laces it into center for a base hit.
now batting, the first baseman.
So it's a leadoff single for Ramos. We'll see if the Expos decide to run for him. But coming up first, Jerry Koosman's day is done. So Koosman was allowed to start the inning. He battled his way through this one. A terrific performance from Koosman. He would have liked to go a bit deeper, but he made every big pitch he had to make in this game. So now here comes Ron Taylor. Taylor 2-3, 5.74 earned run average. Taylor has not been good this year. A little bit surprised this is the call for the Mets. Taylor will face Nick Johnson. Not sure what shape the Mets bullpen is in, given how it was used in the first 2 games of this series. That may be playing a role. I know Feliciano went a while. I know Orozco went a while in both of those games. So both teams' pens running on fumes. As Johnson flies out to Dykstra for the first out. Here's Jose Vidro. Vidro, the switch hitter, will now move to the left-hand side to face Taylor. Vidro 3 for 3. Here's the pitch. Tapper back to the mound. Taylor off the mound. Throws to first. Gets Vidro. Runner will move up into scoring position. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 7.
So here's Spike Owen. Ramos lost his helmet running down to second. Owen 2 for 3, pair of singles. He will bat from the left-hand side. Taylor's first pitch. Sinker misses low. Ed Lynch and Pedro Feliciano. So Feliciano is available. One-0 pitch from Taylor. Fastball in there for a called strike. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Slider inside. So 2-1 as Taylor works to Owen. Tying run is on second here in the top of the seventh, 2 down. Mets lead the Expos 2-1. Fastball. He registers as a sinker, 2-2. Taylor gets the sign from Hundley. Checks the runner back. Hundley set up low. That one a little bit higher in the zone. Duda dives, can't come up with it. Ramos will hold at third. Dykstra gets the throw home, and the decision not to pinch run for Wilson Ramos. Costly here for the Expos. That was not hit that hard. Duda largely Cecil at first base. So now here's Bryce Harper. Feliciano must not be warm yet because you're letting Ron Taylor, who as we mentioned has been terrible, face Bryce Harper in this spot. The Mets have gotten Bryce Harper in 3 big situations with runners in scoring position in this game. You are tempting the fates here. Taylor comes inside on him. Harper fouls it off. First and third, 2 outs, 1-1 the count. Pitch down in the dirt, splitter. Comes out from Taylor. Harper swings over the top of it. 1-2. Taylor holds the set for a while and delivers. Harper into left, coming on. Dykstra, he's going to have to let it play in front of him. Run scores, and we are tied. So both teams with some questionable managing in this inning, not pinch running for Wilson Ramos, and leaving Ron Taylor in to face Harper when it looked like Feliciano was warming up in the bullpen. But now Bryce Harper has tied this game. The Mets have blown a late lead for the 3rd straight game. Kind of feels like this real season. If you are a Mets fan, you know what I'm talking about. So now Taylor will face Dawson. First and second, 2 outs. There's the pitch. Misses. Oh, Taylor wanted that one. Thought he got the corner. Says, no, you did not. 1-1 the count. Owen on second, Harper on first. Dawson swings and misses. Count goes to 1-2. Here's the pitch from Taylor. Dawson, high shot into left. Line, Dykstra able to track it down. But Bryce Harper, 4th time is the charm, comes through with the big RBI hit to tie this one up. It's 7th inning stretch time here at Shea. 2-2, Expos and Mets.
Leading up for the Mets, the catcher, number 9.
So here's Todd Hundley. Vasquez at 98 pitches will start the bottom of the 7th. First pitch swing, Hundley rips it down to first. Johnson dives, knocks it down. Vasquez covers. Johnson, nice play there, Nick Johnson. Flips it to Vasquez covering. Hundley is retired for the first out. So here's Jose Reyes. Reyes 2 for 3. Fastball in there for a called strike. Remember, right, these two teams were the first ever Franchise Stars Baseball League broadcast when this season began. Reyes lays down a bunt, and it's a beauty. Ramos pounces, throw down to first, not going to get it. So Reyes' speed is on with one out here in the bottom of the seventh. And that is going to be it for Javier Vazquez. So fine effort from Vazquez today. He can only lose this one, though. Here's Jordan Zimmerman. Zimmerman 8-6, 3.86 earned run average. This will be his 31st appearance. He will face Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra 2 for 3. I would be shocked if Reyes doesn't run at some point. I think the Expos know that. Throw over to first. Reyes gets back. That one misses. There goes Reyes. Throw down to second. It's a good throw from Ramos, but Reyes again able to get in there. Not a great pitch for Ramos to handle. He did what he could with it, but Reyes is in, and the Mets have the lead run on second. 1-0 to Dykstra, 1 out. Ground ball to the left-hand side, not hit hard. Reyes holds up. Owen makes the play. Gets Dykstra at first, and there's 2 down. So here's Carlos Beltran. You have first base open. Strawberry has looked terrible at the plate. He waits on deck. We'll see how they approach Beltran. Beltran serves this one out to the left. Rondell White giving chase, gets over and hangs up for him. White gets there and puts it away, and the Mets are turned aside. Nice running grab by Rondell White. Zimmerman gets out of it. We're through 7 here from Shea. Mets, Expos, tied at 2. Coming in, Zach Wheeler. Wheeler 6-7, 2.68 earned run average. Wheeler has moved between the rotation and the bullpen at times this year. With a tie game, they need him to give them some length. Again, we talked about the bullpens for both of these teams having been worn down, which can be partly to blame for the questionable bullpen management, particularly by the Mets half in the last inning. This pitch skied out to center. Beltran puts it away for the first out. The Ron Taylor decision wasn't bad in and of itself, but when you saw Pedro Feliciano warming up in the bullpen, if Feliciano was available, he has to come in and face Bryce Harper there. Here's Moises Alou. Alou 0 for 3. Fastball in there for a called strike. Now it's Lynch and Skip Lockwood, so Feliciano has sat. So perhaps when Feliciano got up, they simply decided they did not like how he looked. Again, he did work in the first 2 games of the series. I believe he worked multiple innings in the 16-inning affair to open up the series. Breaking ball ripped into center. That's a base hit. That's going all the way to the wall. Beltran chases it down, but it is going to be a 1-out double. Moises Alou hit that one on the screws. That is a line drive into the gap in right center. So now they will use a pinch runner. Mitch Webster will come on to run from Moises Alou. A logical decision. I still can't explain why they didn't run for Wilson Ramos earlier. I'm trying to remember who the Expos' backup catcher is. I think it's Mike Fitzgerald, but I'm not positive. So here's Rondell White. White 0 for 3. Fouls it off. So Wheeler ahead of Rondell White, 0-2 here in the top of the 8th. A tie game at Shea. Rain has eased up a bit. Curveball down in the dirt. Here's the pitch. This is inside. 2-2 the count to White. Mitch Webster, speedy, on second base. Pitch down the dirt. Webster goes to steal third, and he's safe. He gets in there. Looked like the throw beat him. But Webster is able to get in behind the tag from Howard Johnson. Actually, it looked like that short hopped. I don't think Johnson got that tag down. Apologize for misreading the play. So Mitch Webster now 90 feet away from giving the Expos the lead. Now Wheeler's up against it. Full count, 1 out. Medium length fly ball probably scores Webster. That certainly will. Laced into the gap by Rondell White. Going all the way to the wall. This is going to be a double for White. Beltran gets it in. Webster scores, and the Montreal Expos once again biting the Mets late. They have taken a 3-2 lead. Rondell White called out on strikes twice earlier on in this game on very borderline pitches. Leaves no doubt there. So 1 out, runner on second. Here's Wilson Ramos. Ramos, line to right, McNeil. Gets there. Nice play by McNeil. Runner gets back to second. There's 2 down. I'll tell you, the Expos have been a great story in this league. Thought they could hang around, but they're doing more than that. Here's Nick Johnson. Johnson 2 for 3. Curveball misses away. Fastball. Johnson pops it up. Duda's underneath it. Puts it away and the side is retired. But the Expos strike. RBI double for Rondell White. Brings home the run. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Expos lead the Mets 3-2.
Your attention, please.
So now coming on, Jeff Facero. Facero, 43 appearances so far this year. 2-1. He's got 14 holds, a 3.28 earned run average. He comes on. Face the lefty, Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry 0 for 3. Forkball misses away. There's the closer, Jeff Reardon. 40 saves on the year, throwing in the bullpen. John Roush out there as well. Forkball misses low and inside. So Facero comes in, falls behind Strawberry 2-0. Now it's 3-0. Howard Johnson waits on deck. Johnson, the switch hitter. Missed much of this season because of injury. That one sinker in there. 3-1. Strawberry taking all the way. Pitch from Facero. Change up. Strawberry holds, misses down low. And the leadoff man is on for the Mets here in the bottom of the 8th. Angel Pagan will run for Strawberry. That's a curious decision. Strawberry certainly plenty fleet of foot. Pagan is faster, but that's not a huge upgrade. But they use the pinch runner anyway. Here's Howard Johnson. Pagan is a bit more of a base stealing threat than Strawberry, I think. Sinker in there for a called strike, 0-1. Change up. In 0-2, so Facero gets ahead of Johnson quickly. Turning Johnson around to his weaker side. Here's the pitch. Johnson tries to hold up, and he does. 1-2 the count. Pitch from Facero. Johnson fouls it off. See the Royals still in the playoff hunt for the wild card in the American League. They're up on the Tigers 4-1. Johnson fouls another one off. Hanging in. Twins and White Sox also in that wild card race. They are tied in the fifth. Good pitchers duel. Johan Santana and Wilbur Wood. Braves in the National League wild card hunt and still in this division race as well. Lead the Marlins 4-2. Facero works to Johnson, misses outside. 2-2 the count. That one back up the middle. Fielded nicely by Vidro. Steps on the bag himself, throws to first, gets Johnson. Double play, Jose Vidro. And the Mets have 2 down here and nobody on. The runner is erased on a nice play by Jose Vidro. So that'll bring up Jeff McNeil. McNeil is 0 for 3. Pitch. This one misses down low as well. So here's the 2-0 pitch to McNeil. Line foul. That double play obviously huge. The risk of stating the completely obvious. Change up at the knees. Facero battles back to 2-2. Here's a pitch. McNeil slaps it towards short. Owen ranges to his left, throws on the run, throws down in the dirt. Johnson can't handle it, and McNeil is on. Second bad throw from Owen, his second error of the game. Pulled Johnson off the bag earlier on. And this one, the bottom just drops out of this. There are pitchers who wish their ball moved this much. In the dirt, off the heel of Johnson's glove. So pinch hitting, here's Edgardo Alfonzo. Alfonzo, 295, 8 home runs, 37 runs batted in. Sinker misses down low. Facero looks in. Sinker misses down low again. 2-0. Here's the pitch. Lined into right. No. Cut off nicely. Good play there by Vidro. It looked like Alfonzo hit that ball a little bit harder than he did. Wicked topspin on that one. Short hops on the infield dirt, and Vidro reads it nicely. So the Mets are turned aside. We head to the ninth. Expos lead the Mets 3-2. So Pagan will stay in this game in right field for the Mets. Dave Maganin will come in for Lucas Duda at first. Here's Jose Vidro. Vidro's been terrific today, 3 for 4.
Leading off for Montreal, the second baseman.
Wheeler still on the mound, his second inning of work. Slider in there for a called strike, 0-1. That slider misses inside. One the count. That one high fastball fouled off. So 1-2 the count. Fastball off the hands, popped up and foul ground. Johnson tries to get over there, can't do it. Hits the ground safely, Vidro stays alive. 1-2 pitch. High fastball, Wheeler blows it past him. Vidro chases for out number 1 here in the top of the ninth.
Now batting, number 7.
Here's Spike Owen. Owen 3 for 4 on the day as well. The Expos have had plenty of base runners. Jerry Koosman danced through the lineup and the raindrops, making every clutch pitch he had to make to get through 6 into the 7th as Owen pops it up. Lindor puts it away for the second out. Now here's Bryce Harper. Nobody was happier to see Koosman come out of this game than Harper. Koosman had gotten in 3 big situations with runners in scoring position. Ron Taylor out of the bullpen did not have the same luck. Harper an RBI single to break the tie and give Montreal its current 3-2 lead. Harper the National League RBI leader. Wheeler ahead of him 0-1 here. Slider misses down low. 1-1 the count. High fastball, Harper fouls it the other way. So 1-2. Wheeler deals. Fastball, Harper pulls it into right field. That pitch was off the plate on the far side, and Harper yanks it into right for a base hit. Pagan gets over there quickly to cut it off. Look where that pitch is, and Harper still pulls it. So Harper is on with the 2-out single. Here's Andre Dawson. Dawson 1 for 4. Pitch out. Harper not going. Not really a base stealing threat. It's a little bit of a curious decision there on the pitch out, to be honest. Rangers all over the Red Sox. 7-2 in the ninth. The Yankees were all over the Rays. That continues. They're up on them 8-4. So the Yankees with a chance to cut the AL East deficit to 2.5. Tigers trying to mount a late comeback on the Royals, who've gotten 2 home runs from Mike Sweeney today as the Royals stay in that wild card hunt in the American League. Wheeler's slider misses away 2-1. Larry Doby, pair of home runs for the Indians, 32 and 33 for him. Twins and White Sox still scoreless in the 6th. Santana and Wilbur Wood locked up in a dandy there. Braves staying both in the division and wild card hunt up on the Marlins. Dawson rips this one. Beltran lays out off the tip of his glove. Beltran's going to get the throw in. The run's going to be waved around. Relay throw from Lindor. Play at the plate, and they get him. Oh, a huge relay. Beltran dives. Terrific effort just to get there. Can't come up with it, but the ball dies right next to him. Gets it in. Perfect relay from Lindor. And Harper is gunned down at the plate to keep this a 3-2 game. So now here's Jeff Reardon. Reardon 40 saves on the year, 3.59 earned run average. 0-3, this will be his 47th appearance. All 46 previous ones have been save opportunities. He has converted 40 of them. He will face Francisco Lindor in the bottom of the ninth. Expos looking for the sweep. Mets looking to cut the division deficit back to a game. One and 0 count to Lindor. Slider misses away. 2-0 pitch. Fastball misses up high. I'm sorry, no, that was a called strike. Apologies. 2-1 the count. Reardon deals. That one just low. Reardon wanted that call. Lindor yanks it down to first, foul. So the count is full as Reardon works to Lindor. Slider misses down low, ball 4, and the Mets have the leadoff man on here in the bottom of the ninth. Here comes Todd Hundley. Hundley 0 for 3. Hundley has power. First pitch from Reardon. Misses away. Hundley, he puts it on the ground. That is a likely double play ball. Hundley does not run well. Reardon checking Lindor. Hundley chases the high fastball, swung on and missed 1-1. Here's the pitch from Reardon. Fastball, runner goes. Throw down to second. They got him. Oh, Wilson Ramos guns down Francisco Lindor, who did not get a great jump here. The Mets had stolen 3 bases on the day, but Lindor is gunned down here by Wilson Ramos in a huge out. So the base runner is erased. Hundley goes from being the winning run to the tying run at the plate. Slider misses inside. Mets, of course, trying to get in scoring position and try to stay out of the double play. Hundley hits this ball well to center. Dawson going back at the track, puts it away. Hundley did not miss that ball by much. But the Mets are now 1 out away from being swept here by the Expos in this first series of September. Here's Jose Reyes. Reyes 3 for 4, a homer and 2 singles. Sawed him off, popped up. Zimmerman puts it away, and the ball game is over. The Montreal Expos Cinderella ride continues. A sweep of the Mets. They trailed in all 3 games. The Expos, let's see what the Phillies do today, because the Phillies and the Mets were tied. But the Expos will get out of here with no worse than a 2-game lead in the division. Big hits from Andre Dawson on, and the league's RBI leader, Bryce Harper, driving home the winner in the 7th. Rondell White had the game-tying double before that. Expos 3 runs, 16 hits, 2 errors. Mets 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Jordan Zimmerman picks up the victory. Zach Wheeler takes the loss in relief for the Mets. Jeff Reardon picks up his save number 41. Jose Reyes homers for the Mets. The only long ball in this game. Checking out the box scores, 3 hits for Vidro and Owen, 2 for Harper and Dawson. So the top of the Expos order doing what they're supposed to do. Dawson now has 85 RBIs. Harper's league best total is up to 108. Javier Vasquez allows 2 runs over 6 1/3. Did allow 8 hits, but walked nobody, struck out 3. Zimmerman improves to 9-6 with 2/3 of scoreless relief. Facero with the hold with the scoreless inning of work. Jeff Reardon, as we mentioned, gets the save. Mets box score, again, top of the Mets order, was good as well. 3 hits for Reyes, 2 for Dykstra and Beltran. Nothing from the bottom of the Mets order in this one, though. They could have used 1 big hit from those guys. Reyes is 17th. And Mets stole 3 bases, but Lindor getting thrown out there in the 9th was huge. Koosman scattered 10 hits over 6 innings, but pitched himself in every clutch spot, got himself through it. In situations he had bases loaded, nobody outs. He had second and third, nobody outs. Got through that. Ron Taylor, the blown save opportunity in relief of Koosman. Zach Wheeler allowing that last run for the loss. Wheeler falls to 6 and 8. So let me see. We're going to wrap this up here. But let's go take a look around the league now and kind of set things up where we are at. So we're going to sim through the date of the 4th. Now we'll check out the games. I think the Phillies played late. Phillies lost in San Francisco 6-5. So as we check out the playoff situation, Expos up 3 on the Mets and Phillies, up 5 on the Braves. In the Central, the Cardinals elimination number down to 11. They are up 14.5, so the Cardinals have that division well in hand. Giants up 9.5 on the Dodgers. Dodgers have that first wild card pretty much sewn up. Phillies and Mets tied for the second wild card. Mets have now lost 4 straight, though. Braves 2 games out. Pirates 3.5 games out. The Brewers are now only 5 games out of a wild card spot. I didn't realize they had gotten that close. I knew they had played well lately. You can see they've won 4 in a row and 9 of 10. The Reds are only 6.5 games back, actually. The Reds have only won 3 of their last 10. That National League wildcard race could be very, very interesting. In the American League, Red Sox continue to lead the Yankees by 3.5. So that either means the Red Sox came back or the Yankees blew that game against the Rays. The Yankees have no problems, though. I mean, even if they lose that, they will be a wild card. But you don't want to play in that wild card game if you don't have to, obviously. Indians, everybody else in that division had an opportunity to put the Indians away. When the Indians were struggling in the first half, nobody could do it, and now the Indians have taken off. They're up 9 games, so the Indians will win that Central Division. The A's have clinched already, up 26.5 in that abysmal American League West. Wildcard spot, the Orioles actually hold that second spot. Royals a game out, Twins a game and a half, White Sox 2. The Angels are within 3.5 games. But you can see the American League is so top-heavy. 4 teams. Actually, the Indians at 600. No, they're not. So you got 3 600 teams and the Indians. And then the Orioles, 2 games over 500. The Royals at 500. And everybody else is below 500. So while these 2 division races will be interesting to watch, the wild card race is really going to be what's interesting to watch over this final month of the season. And a team to look out for. Watch out for the Phillies. The Phillies, of the Expos, Phillies, Mets, and Braves, the Phillies, I think, may have been in first place for like less than a week at some point during the season. But the Phillies have just kind of hung around. They don't have great offense. Their pitching has been solid enough. And the Phillies are going to kind of be a tortoise in the hare kind of situation where you're going to look up at the end of the season and realize that the Phillies have made the playoffs. In that American League wild card spot, I mean, the Royals have won 5 straight. That race is going to be interesting. The Twins' pitching has been great, as has the Royals. I still kind of think the Orioles are going to come out ahead there. I'm shocked that the White Sox are still in it because every time I see the White Sox, it seems like they're getting routed. But the White Sox are still only 2 games out. That the Angels are hanging into the wild card spot. The A's have run away with that division, so you're not thinking of anybody in that division. But because the American League, again, like we said, is so top heavy, you've got a team 5 games below 500, only 3.5 out of the wild card spot. So we should have an interesting race here as we come down the closing weeks of the season. So we have 4 game of the week broadcasts remaining. The 11th, the 18th, the 25th, and then the 2nd. That is the plan as of now. If there's a real tiebreaker situation on the last day of the season or whatever like that, I may broadcast a couple of games for those days. But I do want to kind of keep the season moving again because I am going to broadcast every playoff game. In the basketball and the hockey, I've been doing the first game of each series and then simming until an elimination game happens, and then broadcasting from there just to expedite those a bit. But in the baseball, we're going to broadcast every game of the postseason, so the playoffs could last for a month on here. So I don't want to drag out the end of the regular season, but we will. We may do a daily recap video or something like that instead of doing a full game broadcast down the stretch. I'll see how I handle that and what the situations are in that final week of the season. But that will wrap things up from here. I thank you as always for joining me. Next broadcast, you know what we're going to do? Actually, makes more sense to do this. So we're going to sim through the 10th, and then we'll check out the games on the 11th. And then we'll decide what our next broadcast is. Oh, Mets spitting the bit. Lose 2 or 3 in Pittsburgh. So the Phillies, all right, so the Phillies now a game up on the Mets. Braves have fallen 7 games out. The freaking Expos are going to win this division. That's unbelievable. All right, so now let's look at it as of the 11th. Expos up 3.5 on the Phillies. Mets 4.5. Braves 7. Cardinals elimination number is 6. Giants elimination number is 9. So the Phillies are ahead in the second wild card spot by a game over the Mets, 3.5 over the Braves and the Pirates, 6 over the Brewers. We'll say the Reds are still kind of sort of in the hunt there at 7.5, but that's probably too many teams to jump. So Phillies, Mets, Braves, Pirates are the teams we're really going to look at in the National League. In the American League, the Red Sox have clinched at least a playoff berth. They're up 5 on the Yankees now in the division. So it's looking like Yankees for the wild card. Indians up 8 in the division. Royals lost a couple. A's have clinched the American League wild card. Still Orioles up by a game on the Twins. The Angels have won 8 in a row. The Angels are now within a game and a half. White Sox 2.5, Royals 3. All right, so let's go and check out now. We'll check out the day schedule for the 11th. Cleveland, Minnesota. So Minnesota's in it. California's in it. I'm kind of looking for 2 teams that are in the hunt. I don't want to do another Montreal broadcast. That's the only reason why I won't do Expos and Phillies there. There's really no... I mean, Reds and Brewers are kind of on the fringe. I feel like we should do an American League game here. Red Sox, Orioles, possibility, Indians, Twins. I kind of feel like I want to take a look at the Angels, though. I know the Astros aren't really in the hunt, but I feel like Angels and Houston, just the Angels is such a good story, getting themselves back into the thick of things here. So we'll do that one. I think Angels and Astros will be the next broadcast here on the channel for September 11th. With that, we will wrap up this broadcast. I thank you guys, as always, for joining me here on the Legend Sports Universe. Like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I'm going on. Check out the Facebook page and the website, which was updated as of September 1st, with all the stats, standings, leaders, etc. in the Franchise Stars Baseball League and the other leagues as well. Their final season standings for the Legend Sports Universe Basketball Association and Legend Sports Universe Hockey League, and the stats and standings and write-ups through Week 4 of the LSUFL. Until next time, guys, be good to each other, and we'll talk soon.